Everyone, this is Titash and today I'm back with another podcast on Brains Ki Baat. Today I'm going to talk about Little Things Season 3 Episode 2. Now we have already discussed what has happened in Episode 1 of Season 3. Now we can see that Kavya and Dhruv are going through a long distance relationship and they are trying to cope up with each other. But in the first episode, we found out that Kavya and Dhruv are being together and spending their last day in together before the 6 months of this time span of long distance and enjoying it the fullest. But what happens the day after? So, we are going to know that from the second episode of season 3. So, right now we can see that Dhruv and Kavya are apart from each other, and Dhruv is in Bangalore and he is preparing for his first day at work. And right now, Kavya has also woken up from her sleep and now she's also getting ready to go to office. And she has sent a picture of a parakeet to her to Dhruv so that he doesn't feel bored and everything, and then he tries to cheer him up with that parakeet. And then after that, Lata Didi cracks a very lame joke about Palkar and something to swim about it, and then Kavya goes to office alone and she is already missing Dhruv. But right now we can see that Dhruv is pretty excited with his new job. He has given up an Instagram story of calculators and his new room and his new getup. Right now Dhruv was getting ready and Kavya was at home, and then she was telling him that what did he eat and everything. Dhruv said that he ate parathas and everything, and Kavya was telling why didn't he try dosa and all that, and they were having this light of conversation and everything. And after that, Kavya goes to office, and then she was very excited about the fact that what will happen to co-create is like a baby to Kavya. It's a project that she has been working hard on. And right now Dhruv is having his time with Mrs. Iyer and this Geeta person, the under whom he's doing his research. And then he's getting very motivated, and this person is very very straightforward and very much like down to earth and logical, and he's having a really good time. So right now he's also making friends and everything. And the previous night where Kavya was there with Dhruv, they met a group of people who also work with Geeta Iyer. And he became friends with them, and now this group is having kind of a housewarming party for Dhruv, and Dhruv has invited them all. Right now over here, Kavya is feeling alone than ever, and she's trying to have friends, where Dhruv is having fun with his friends and going to open mics and stuff. And but right now Kavya can't do anything about it because she's alone and she has nobody to go out with, and she has cut off all her friends more or less for Dhruv to be with Dhruv and everything. So yeah, she's trying to find some bit of company, but she can't apparently find it out also. And right now she's being very pissed at Dhruv because when he uploaded those posts like stories on Instagram, he didn't show the stories to her on Instagram, like why should he upload those posts or not. But he directly uploaded it on Instagram, and that's why Kavya was a little cross. And right now she asked her friend to go to a gig with her in this episode, and but she doesn't go with her because asks this friend of hers to go on a gig with a stand-up gig, but apparently that person cancels it on her because she doesn't want to go on a gig because she got a date and something, and she goes to the gig alone. And in the gig also the comedian was talking about this long distance relationships and stuff, and that made Kavya much more sad because she wanted to be with someone at that point of time and Dhruv was not there with her. So yeah, she was all alone, and at some point of time you don't like your solitude all the time. Solitude is good, but sometimes you just need a person to be with you. And Dhruv has been her habit, and she cannot get over this habit in just a few seconds, right? And it's not like she has known Dhruv for like a few months or something. They have a relationship of 2 through 3 years, and her friends and everybody is like pressuring them to like get married or something because it's been 2 3 years and they have to think about it. And Kavya and Dhruv already haven't thought about it as yet because it's not their time and they want to settle more and excel better in their career to give them a proper future. And Dhruv is right now settling down, and I think he has more to contribute to his future and everything. So it is gonna take time for him as well, because right now he's doing this research, and after that he's going to like settle down and maybe again pursue his PhD or do something in life. Because after dropping out his PhD, he was clueless. He was sitting at home all day and he was getting fat, becoming a couch potato. And right now he's getting independent and happy. He's having friends. So right now we can see that Kavya was returning from the office and she was calling Dhruv, but Dhruv didn't pick up the phone because he was pretty busy in the house party and everything. And then Kavya tried to call her best friend from Nagpur, Nupur, but she didn't also pick the phone up as well. So yeah, she was just trying for getting some company and all that. But apparently she didn't get any company and she was feeling very lonely and alone. And then when she came back, she goes to the gig, and once she comes back, she sees that she can't find her phone, and she was getting really stressed and anxious about it. But later on, the watchman comes up and gives her the phone because she left the phone in the auto and she was really anxious. And Dhruv calls her up and says that what happened, why is she so anxious, what's like bugging her or something. And then she starts crying out of it because she really wanted, to have somebody at that point of time, and Dhruv was not there, and she was really stressed about it. And then she starts crying, and Dhruv said that whether he had to come or not or something. So yeah, that's all about it. So that she was feeling very lonely, and I sometimes think that Kavya was being unreasonable at some point of time, because in the previous season we found that Kavya was becoming really busy with her office and all that thing, and she is like being really, compassionate about her work, and she couldn't give time to Dhruv when Dhruv needed that time, and Dhruv was being lazy and alone at home, and she couldn't do that with him. But over here we find that Kavya is like being unreasonable if when this is happening to Dhruv, because she's always expecting that Dhruv has to make up time for her. Now one person cannot give you all the attention 24 into 7. That's not possible, even if it's in the close distance relationship, or even it's just a live in, or even it's a long distance. One person cannot give you attention for 24 into 7. At some point of time you need to get a break from each other. I know that Kavya and Dhruv have never got a break from each other other than going to office or going out and not staying with each other for that time span. But sometimes you need a break from each other, and they didn't have that. And right now Kavya is really getting a little paranoid about how she's going to manage with it, and she doesn't want this break. And sometimes you know that this break doesn't happen to you, and apparently you become very used to the other person, and then you don't get used to the break you want. You don't want the break, you want the things to be there like it was. You don't want the change. But Dhruv over here, he is wanting the change, because that's how Kavya has molded him. In the previous season we can see that maybe he wanted to stick to mutton cutlet gravy and all that nostalgia, the way they used to have fun with each other. But Kavya, she wants to do something different and new. And right now Dhruv is trying to do something and stand beside his parents, where his parents have to like give up the house and everything, because you know they are trying to sell off the loan for they have taken for Dhruv. And Dhruv was trying to help them out, and Kavya was being somewhat unreasonable over here, because sometimes you just don't, it's not possible to like always take the consent of your significant other for small things like, pictures and everything. So it's not always possible to do that. So Kavya was very unreasonable on that part, and I think that it will get better once she gets accustomed to it. Maybe she'll get accustomed to it, and maybe she'll understand that she can have a life outside Dhruv. Sometimes it happens that in a long distance relationship we get to have fun with other people more than the person we love. But sometimes in the close distance relationship we only focus on the person who is there. So yeah, maybe she learned to have fun with other people, like in the office when she was like the co-create the project which was taken away from her was given to this person called Anmol. And then she starts having this conversation with Anmol and everything, and maybe she becomes a future prospect of a friend with Kavya, and she starts getting busier in her work. Maybe she'll just get accustomed to it. So let's see what happens in episode 3. I'm really excited to see it, and I really am loving this, because it's a very sweet relationship Dhruv and Kavya are having, and it's a little bit of a crisis, what I can say. So I guess this is going to be over soon, and this is going to be a normal thing for them, both of them. So yeah, that's it for Little Things episode 2 season 3. If you like this video, give it a big fat thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let us know in the comment section below what do you think of how Dhruv and Kavya are going to survive through this, and also what do you think about this video as well. How it is good to see Dhruv and Kavya back on screen, and I'm really excited to see them again. And also, we are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Telegram, everywhere. Link is in the description box below. Follow us, like our page, share us, show us some love. And also we had on Little Things season 2 as well. Link is in the description box below, or it's in the channel. Just go and check it out. It's there all the way. And yeah, I'll be back with another podcast very, very soon. This is Geeta signing off from Brains Ki Baat.